Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Atriox and I'm a live streamer on Twitch and an amateur reactor here on YouTube. So today I figured we'd do a new Epica song since we haven't done any in I think like a week or two. So today we're going to be doing one of the live concerts since somebody had suggested a concert video, and this video has all the concerts available. So I definitely want to, well, not all concerts available, but like what they did. One of the songs is on this list. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna do Victims of Contingency first, and then we're gonna go do the kingdoms, the three parts: Kingdom 1, Kingdom 2, Kingdoms of Heaven Part 1, 2, and 3, and then we'll go back and we'll look at some of these live ones that we didn't see yet. But so I had initially planned on doing the kingdoms first, but like I didn't want to just like interrupt the process of doing the kingdoms first and then do Victims Contingency. I'd rather them be all like one after another, if you get what I mean, because like I want them to come out like so they make sense, because like a lot of times when people do like chapters of for a song, they want to get across a certain message, and I kind of want to like understand that message without having to be interrupted with a different song. So that's why we're doing it this way first. We're doing this song first, and then we're doing the three, and then we'll come back to these videos, these other songs that are on this list, because like honestly I want to see some of the newer songs that they've made. So I'm glad that like they had to have this whole concert for it. But anyways guys, let me know what you guys think. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what your opinion is. I think in this video we're gonna do something a little different. We're not gonna have like two parts where we cover it. I think we're gonna just like kind of break down the lyrics as we go along with the song. Let me know if you guys like it better this way, or if you like it the other way, where we just listen to the song the first way through and then we do another part where we're doing the actual like reaction to the lyrics. I like that piano. It's cool. Let's go. Okay, so just jumping into like straight into like the lyrics. Your words are meaningless as pain fills the void. Hollow words won't hurt us any longer. So obviously like this first part of the song, just she talking about like the actions aren't really matching the words. So like and as pain fills the void from that the person not reaching their what they're saying, and maybe at some point it's hurting the person. It's like you will regret every life you destroyed. Blaming the whole world will never make you stronger. Obviously like he's like basically like saying life isn't fair, and just like talking about like how like life is kind of responsible for why like you're not doing what you need to be, or why you're not achieving what you need to achieve. Like you're blaming it on something else or somebody else. And then like be prepared for the righteous self. If you blame all your failures on someone else without any remorse, if you don't face the weaknesses of your own self, you will take the same course. You'll take the same course. Basically saying like, if you don't look to your past and like what happened, what drove you to that point where you felt like you weren't reaching your goals, or like maybe weren't doing what you were supposed to do, like look back into your past. It's like see what decisions you made that resulted in that course that you're following. And like, because if you don't look to your past and try and learn from what you did, you're doomed to just keep repeating the same mistake, which kind of like makes sense why they call it victim of contingency, because if you keep doing it, you're gonna keep continuing to do the same thing over and over again. You don't want to do that. Obviously, learn from your mistakes, guys. Before we get to that part. So, okay, so this next part, right? Your deeds are reasonless. You adore yourself. Empty deeds impress us no longer. So, like, obviously, this is talking about more like the actions and not matching the words that the person is saying. Like, the whole song is kind of, I think, kind of telling a story about like how a person's words is matching with their actions are doing, and like how the consequences of not looking at the past is not like really helping them in the future, like achieve what they want to achieve, because they're not paying attention to what they did in the past. Like, and then now it's also talking about like the ego of the person. Like, you adore yourself. Obviously, people adore yourself. They're vain people, and you will regret everything you've envied. Blaming it on life will not make you stronger. Obviously, keep repeating the same message. Basically, blaming it on something or somebody else. It's not really gonna benefit you in the long run. It's not gonna make it. Not gonna make you stronger. It's not gonna make you happier, because like at the end of the day, regardless of what happens, like, you're hurting yourself by not looking at the past and trying to figure out what you're doing wrong and improving on that. Whether it's relationships, whether it's content creating, whether it's work, whether it could be whatever. Like, just not learning from your past mistakes is gonna hurt you in the long run, to the point where you're gonna have to learn from them. Because like, you can probably hold it off for a little while, but eventually that stuff is gonna catch up to you. It's gonna make you're gonna have to learn to change what you're doing to be a beneficial thing. Unless you're just someone who likes to be like in a bad state all the time, depressed or whatever. Like, you can do that if you want to, but you're not gonna learn anything. You're not gonna improve your life at all by not looking back at your past. You know what I mean? I just really want to talk about the chorus too. Like, I really like this chorus, dude. Like, it's super catchy. Like, and I really like the way that she sings it. Like, and just the general subject of the chorus. You don't blame if you blame all your failures on someone else without any remorse. If you don't face the weakness of your own self, you will stay on the same course. Which is very, very true. Like, obviously, I just talked about that. Not learning from your actions. It's like, it's a really bad thing, bro. Because like, at the end of the day, like, it doesn't benefit you or anyone around you if you just keep doing the same thing over and over again. And people will eventually wash their hands with people who don't learn from their actions, because you want to surround yourself with people who are going to benefit you and just have a positive like mindset about them. And if you get a person that's not really living up to what they say they're going to do or act, like, eventually, like, people wash their hands. And they're like, okay, if you're not even going to bother trying yourself, like, why am I going to keep you around me? Because like, I want to have positive people around me, so like, you know, I have a positive like aura around me, to when something goes wrong, I have somebody that's pick me up and stuff like that. Like, that's certain things I see a lot. But eventually, people don't like people that don't try, or like say they're gonna try and don't do it. If that makes sense. Like, I don't know. Like, some people like will sit there and just be there for that person over again, even if they know they're never gonna change. But like, a lot of times, like, you don't want to like. There's a lot of like people that I watch sometimes, and they'll literally just talk about it, like having people who aren't grown up and mature enough to realize their own actions and stuff like that. You don't want people like that around you, just because like their bad energy could weigh you down and bring you down to that level. You don't want to have that. You want to surround yourself with people who are like having ambitions and want to do things in life. I don't know. I kind of like rambling on a little bit about that, but I just wanted to like really just talk about that part. back a little bit because I think I missed something during the breakdown. I just want to say, like, dude, I really like that breakdown. The breakdown, like, obviously getting the crowd involved and all that, and just telling everybody to bang their heads. Obviously, it's like a staple of like metal concerts. And then like the way that they went back into the singing part after the breakdown, where like the music was kind of like really kind of like soft and like almost ominous, and then like her singing the main chorus part again, and just like kind of like the way I really like when artists do that, because like it really brings an emphasis onto what they're trying to say in that portion of the song. Like if you try to put, obviously it's the same chorus, first part of it anyways, if you blame all your failures on someone else, and then like it goes into you avoid every chance you've lost, you avoid every chance and you've lost your last chance to learn from yourself. Obviously this is a little bit different than what they were saying in the original chorus, which is if you blame all your failures on someone else without any remorse, if you don't face the weaknesses of your own self, you will take the same course. Basically talking about like if you don't learn from your actions in the past, like you're not gonna grow from it. Like, and then this one's saying that you're avoiding the chance. So now like avoiding and then actively looking to face your actions are completely different, because like when you're avoiding something, you don't want nothing to do with it completely. Like when you're talking about facing a challenge or facing like your past actions and just basically looking back at yourself to see what you could have done better in certain situations, like it's the same thing, but like it's said in a different way where the impact is different, if you get what I'm saying. Like avoiding is like, honestly in my opinion, worse than not facing it head on at all, because like avoiding it means you're actively looking to get away from that situation, where when you're going to face it, like you're not either going towards it or not going towards it. You're just kind of like in that middle ground. I think that makes sense, but let me know what you guys think about it. But that's just kind of how I believe that it sounds to me. She really sang that part. I like that song a lot, I'm not gonna lie.
Thank you so much. Exit Festival. Are you all having a good time?
Okay, and just like one last part I didn't cover yet was the very ending of the song. Like, we can't blame all our failures on someone else for our own protection. Now that line right there is super important, because like if you really think about it, right, when you try and blame, like, hold on, let me take this headphones off. So when you try and like if you try and blame all your failures on someone else, like you're really hurting yourself, basically, is what this sentence is talking about. Like, because like if you don't learn from the mistake that you're doing, whatever it is, whether it's like relationship, whether it's like gaming, whether it's content creating, whether it's real life work, it could be anything, to be honest. Like, by choosing not to learn from that mistake, you're hurting yourself in the long run. Like, you're not like learning from that mistake, so you're doomed to repeat it. Obviously, going back to the whole title of the song, Victim of Contingency, like the whole song is just talking about learning from your past mistakes. And then if you go into like, we can't learn from decisions in our own lives without self-reflection. So how can you learn from a mistake you've made if you don't realize you've made a mistake? You know what I mean? Like, no, because nobody's perfect. Honestly, no one's perfect in any shape or form because everybody makes mistakes, no matter what it is. It could be on anything, and you're never gonna learn if you don't look to learn. If that makes sense. It's like we'll never flee from contingency. We will never flee from contingency, and that's basically what it's saying. Like, if you don't learn from your mistakes, whether it's your ego, whether it's you lying about doing this or physical things or like just anything like that, if you don't learn from your mistakes in the past, like you're doomed to just keep repeating the past. to keep it a buck, like you're never gonna learn if you don't try to learn and try to see the faults in your own mistakes. Because like even there are points like where we won't be able to see our own deficiencies, like unless someone else points it out for us. And like that happens all the time. Like I've had that happen to a point where I didn't think I was doing anything wrong until like maybe my brother has said something about my personality, about something that, you know, like I video games sometimes I overdo it when I raged. And back then I didn't see I had a problem until like, you know, they pointed it out and I was like, all right, you know what, I'll work on it. And I did, and I've gotten a lot better from the whole raging thing from video games. But I didn't see it myself. I didn't know I had a problem until like they kind of like had a little intervention and kind of like did that. I don't know if that makes sense to you guys, but to me, like that's basically could be a situation where it's describing something like that. But anyways, I really enjoyed the song, especially like the breakdown after the breakdown when she did the singing with them with the low kind of sound at the end. I always like those type of parts in songs when they do that, because it really just draws like all the attention to what they're saying instead of like the guitars and drums and all that. But anyways, that's gonna do it for this video today. Let me know what you guys think. I really like this song. I like the song. This is probably my favorite song out of all the songs I listened to by Epica so far. But that's gonna do it here. Hope you guys liked the video and the reaction to this. Let me know if you guys like the song, the video format being like this, or if you preferred the old way where it was like the song and then the reaction to the lyrics of just breaking down the lyrics. I don't know. I'm down for either one. But that's gonna do it here, guys. Have a good day.